Okay, so I believe we are now live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the My Inner Demons Episode 6 pre-show. Yes, that's right. Today we're having a pre-show, as we normally do, because these things are starting to becoming a little bit more common on my channel. Before an RP goes out, we just kind of have like a sit down and a talk, and I realize I don't have any music, and you guys are like, oh, Jess, girl, get your music on so you can sound important. The music sounds all poppy and stuff while we listen to it. So that's what I'm doing right now. My music's already up. I just got it up. So welcome, everyone. Hello. But yes, we do pre-shows now where basically we are going to be talking about My Inner Demons. If you guys have any questions about that, well, particularly I personally like to answer questions about the show for the pre-show, so we can talk about that. Any other questions for any other series, or kind of like, I'm not gonna really get to those unless it's like, oh, we don't have any questions, which rarely ever happens. But hi everyone, how are you doing? But let's see. Yes, we are. Oh, thank you for saying I'm pretty today. I feel like I just quickly put on something and I forgot to put on my contacts and my foundation, so I only have my eyeliner, which is on fleek as always. But yes, we're going to talk about My Inner Demons, and I'm going to get, let's see. I'm going to get, my skin loaded up for the right thing that I was supposed to be doing. Give me a second. Hold on. What is that doing in the background? That's not supposed to be in the background. Oh, no. Okay. Give me a quick second. Okay. Alright, so we have here, you can see that's Ava, she's here, or you know. So yes, we will be taking questions if you guys have any questions, but I want to talk more about My Inner Demons because it seems a few of you guys are kind of like, oh, like, what is it about? Which is kind of odd, because if you've watched the show, you should probably already know this. It's technically a modern slice-of-life fantasy kind of genre mix. It's not supposed to be heavy story. Right now, it's more so focused on characters and getting you to know them and getting to do all that kind of stuff. Because I've seen some people be like, it's slow! And I'm like, well, yes, it is, because it's supposed to be a nice, fun slow burn after the craze of My Street that happened. So, yes. Which is good in my opinion. But still, yes. Wait, the questions are coming in too fast. I can't do that. But behind me, as you can see, I have a nice little TV screen. I just set this up so it doesn't look that great because I was working on getting the border done, but we had to start before it is. But by the way, just so you know, the pre-shows are basically what they exactly are called, pre-shows. So if you want to go see My Inner Demons Episode 6, there is a link down in the description, or there should be a link down in the description, but basically My Inner Demons will be coming out pretty soon. It'll be coming out at 12 p.m. PST, which is in the next 24 minutes. That's what I believe. Yes, exactly. So yeah, if that's what this pre-show is about for you guys wondering. We talk about the series. We talk about like anything that you guys have questions on. Obviously, I won't give any spoilers, but I will give like some type of indication of something, depending on what the questions is. So we'll get into that in a second. Also, by the way, I don't have the base skin on. I have the more emotion skin on. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone. Anyway, so over here we have this nice little set that we've been using for quite a bit. I actually love it. There's some hot dogs over there. But let's see. My shit almost made you cry. No. That's kind of what it was supposed to do. It wasn't because basically what happened was when like people were like, My Street is so boring, it's just a slice of life, and so nothing ever exciting happens. And then when something exciting finally happened, you're like, whoa, where'd this come from? And I was like, yeah, well, we kind of alluded to it in the first, second, and third seasons, but we just didn't expand upon the fact that there's magic in the world and the fact that there are werewolves in the world. We just didn't explore that. We just kind of were like, hey, let's just kind of chill with these guys and don't do anything super serious. No, I did something serious. I was like, oh, spooky. Yes. So, let's see. Who is the youngest character in My Street? I would be probably Nekoette, because you asked who's the youngest, of course, duh. Sorry, that's not My Inner Demons question. Stop asking about My Street. Ask about My Inner Demons. Why did the demons pick Ava specifically. Well, in the first episode, they kind of just run into her. It's not like they were like, ho, this person gotta go with that person. It was more so like, well, actually, I can show you. I can show you the exact moment where it happens. Give me a second. Hold on. Yeah, and I can give you a TLDR for those of you guys who need to catch up on the minor demon series. And you probably noticed the naming scheme has changed quite a bit, and that's because we're testing something to see how it works. But you can find like what episode it is in the description. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, and you're wondering why, that's definitely something that obviously we've implemented, and we're trying to work with that. But this is episode 1. For those of you guys who, let's see, how long before the other Deimos experience ice cream? I mean, so far only one of them has, but yeah, I'm sure they'll get to it, and I'm sure they'll love it. Let's see, my shoe was good even before it had God, I just only see like the ones that are in all caps, and I swear to God, if the chat just is on all caps, then yeah. Why do you curse in my inner demons? Because I don't know if you guys knew this, but I curse in real life. I do that quite a bit. I just don't do it on YouTube because it's illegal to do that on YouTube now. It's not it's not legal to do that. When I started my channel, I originally did that, and obviously you guys should know better. I'm an adult. Adults can do that. My rule in my house is you can know what the word is, but you don't use it in a mean way, and you don't use it in a disrespectful way. At least towards like people, like there are rules in my house. I'm not gonna get into them, but I pay rent, okay? And if you pay rent, you're allowed to say the bad words. And I don't mean like $5 in rent. No, you have to pay like a lot of dollars in rent, like millions of dollars in rent, not like millions of dollars in rent. Though I may as well be paying. All right, pay rent. You get to do it. And my house, whatever your house rules is, that's your house rules. So yes, well technically by that Ava shouldn't be. Okay, whatever. But you know what? Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so my inner demons, obviously, you get kind of like a glimpse of them in the beginning. You get to see the animation in the first part. You kind of get an idea of them. And this animation was just, my gosh, Mama's Boy is amazing. He helps with the animations. And we also have another animator here who's named Bill. He's really, really cool. And they both do like kind of like a mixture of animations together. It's really, really, they're amazing. Just put it that way. Let's see, PG-14 for the win. Yeah, so this is definitely a much stronger take on, like, a more, not like, I wouldn't say this is definitely a more mature series. I don't know what age range you'll put it around, definitely kind of like the teen to young adult area, kind of thing. But as you can see, the Deimos are here. They have like this mission that they're going on. I think people forget this huge story segment scene a lot because you kind of get engulfed with the more funnier parts. Than I noticed that comedy tends to have more people like watching it than other things. But yeah. Why is Lady Grandma a creep? Because sometimes old people. I've met a lot of older people in my life, and oh my god, for some reason they're hilarious and they say the weirdest things, and you're just like, oh, okay. Weird, but yes. Let's see. The music is loud. I can turn it down just a little bit. If it's super loud, I should probably lower this down because I haven't turned up this sound yet. There we go. So we're gonna turn this up just a little bit. Ooh, that's a little high. There we go. All right, so we have obviously my inner demons, and as you guys know, probably know, over here they just kind of run into Ava.
Crap! It's a huge.
They kind of just run into her here. They don't actually go seeking her. She's taking out the trash, and she happens to run into trash. I mean, oops, sorry. But no, they're like dying because they have like a bunch of stuff. Basically trying to get used to a new environment. It's kind of different and difficult for them. But since they're Deimos, they kind of adapt pretty quickly. Who is my favorite demon? A lot of them. All of them, pretty much. Who is your favorite demon? Or Deimos, sorry. Gosh. But yeah, see, she's taking out the trash, and she's just like...
you guys alright?
Oh, hey, there's some guys here that are just on the floor.
It's got us cornered.
And they don't really say
Don't show
anything. I mean,
weakness.
how would you react to this situation? You probably wouldn't say anything to them.
Barely move.
But for some reason,
Be strong.
Ava
Hold your
does.
stances.
Are you guys okay?
It's kind of odd considering what you've seen of her character, but you'll kind of find out more about that later.
You guys got like diarrhea
see.
or something?
Just
Oh my
she's
God,
Ash
you're right.
and being it's a very interesting thing that she's experiencing right now.
It's touching Ash.
Oh yes.
He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Let me I can't see the chat.
Your friend is
Shut up.
not breathing.
Intimidate it.
Hello? Are you guys going to do nothing here?
Let's see.
Oh, for the love. Ugh.
How am I today? I'm doing pretty good. Why am I going into this mode? But yeah, they kind of just run into her, and she kind of tries to help them as much as they can. They get really confused by what she's doing. That she's just doing CPR, and all of a sudden it's like, what happened? What? Why? He comes back to life, and she's like, why the fuck? Or sorry, why? Bad me. I pay rent though. I pay rent. I'm good. I'm good. You should see my outlines for these. It's just riddled with all this stuff.
We
Because
almost
he's
died.
This climate is unbearable.
who do I ship Ava with?
At
I
least the
probably
effects of
will
the game
not
wear off.
disclose that
Not too bad
until
once you get
if
used to
we
it.
ever get to
Easy
that
for you
kind
to
of
say.
thing.
My Ash's skins are burning.
But yeah, it's kind of for you guys to decipher on your own
down.
to kind of get like this idea, and then obviously the Damos walk off and they're just like, you know what? I don't want to be around this chick. I won't be around this chick. And they leave, and then they're like, they get approached by fangirls and they're taking pictures, and it's all odd.
What was that?
Magic, shield your eyes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Thanks
gosh.
for posing with us. We were afraid to ask. It's hard for us to
It's
approach
cute. They're
such
just looking at them
hot
like, you're so
cosplay
cute,
guys.
guys. Oh my god.
Enjoy the con.
Let's see. Wait. I'm trying to look at the questions.
alright?
I'm fine.
Those were human females.
Oh my god,
How do
the
they
chat
have
is
access
so
to such
behind. No
potent
wonder.
blinding magic?
So the chat is really behind what
We
I'm
underestimated
seeing.
humans in
But
this
yeah.
world.
So
I refuse to believe humans could disarm
Let's
Deimos.
see.
We're vulnerable right now. due
is
to
there
the
anything
climate.
similar between Earth
Indeed.
and Deimos? Like where
We need
so
to
is
seek
there anything
shelter.
similar between where they're
We
from
need to take a prisoner.
versus Earth? And I
Huh?
think there's some things that
Informant,
you'll
a
kind of
human one.
get the idea for here.
Do it without
Um,
alerting the nearby
like,
humans.
Obviously
Ash,
they'll say
that's
things that
crazy.
are
We can't.
pretty similar, like
Deimos are here too.
one thing that they obviously have in common is, and they've mentioned it, like the sun. Like there are many things that overlap and some things that don't overlap, and some things I accidentally forgot to not. There have been times when I was writing that I was like writing so fast to get it done because it takes a while to produce these and to get them out as fast as we're doing them. So there are some times where I was like, oops, I made this person say this and they weren't supposed to say that. Oh well, hope nobody notices because it's already uploaded. But there are a few things that they like. If they overemphasize some things, like let's say they say sun in one episode and then they say sun in the other one, then most likely they have something in common. So yeah, that's definitely if you pay attention to the dialogue and what they're saying, sometimes you'll get like, oh, they have these things in common, or whoops, maybe just forgot to remove that word from that person. Or if it makes sense, like there are some things that they will say that they've probably heard Ava say before. So keep that in mind. You have to really big brain with this one because I put in a lot of like little hints and clues and stuff within their dialogue. So that's pretty much. And that's something that I'm trying now is learning how to move dialogue around, which has been an interesting process because as I've been doing this more often, it gets funner to do with the it's more fun to do. But yeah, so yes. What's your favorite scene to create in My Inner Demons? I love all the innuendo scenes. I'm sorry. Like, and you'll see them a lot in this one because that's what we've established this series to be. Or to have. I'm a huge fan of like sneaking small things in there, like small adult jokes in there. And this one obviously has more of that than any, like more of it more frequently than any of my other series. My street has a lot of them, but they're
rejecting
so
Prince Ash's
subtle that
request.
you can kind of interpret them, but in this one it's more like, oh god, that is something. Um,
I'm not into that.
why do they believe
me try
Ava
your
is a
next.
wizard? Because if you can't tell, they obviously
Greetings.
don't
pleasure to
have
meet you.
the technology
Before you
that
stand,
Earth
pinch
has.
Ash,
Earth
the
has,
future
my
king
bad.
of-
They do not have lots
Really into the
of
club.
systems and
Fine,
things in
I'll come
place
along.
that Earth does. So when they see Ava and they're like, oh, here's this very well housed, well like kept, like in terms of like her appearance, person, and only like certain people on our place are like that, so she must be this powerful, and also she's got this technology, and we're scared of everything. It's like we don't know that much about the Deimos, but you kind of start to get an idea based on their dialogue what they come from. So them seeing Ava like that probably does make them think that she's
How indecent.
much more advanced than she actually is, because obviously we know what this stuff is. They don't.
real.
So yes.
How dare you?
I knew I should have.
Can you explain why they speak their language? That is actually in the first episode. And let me see if I can find that part.
A source of
Let's see. This is actually in the first episode. So you kind of see some magic at play.
It's beautiful.
So yeah, like it's in there. It's there. It's just you gotta hyper analyze and like watch and like have your eyes glued to it. So yeah, you kind of get that idea
Ear.
from the scenes that are happening, and that's why like doing the animations was a huge like, oh my god, this is so cool kind of thing. But you know they operate like they probably, I can't say more, god, I wish I want to, but yeah. But yes.
Rise.
Let's see.
Smartest of them. Please. You know what to
Let's
do.
see, is MID in the same timeline as
I'll
us?
keep
No,
things
they are,
calm
these are
here as
completely
best
different
I
series
can
in
for
their
my
own selves.
grandson. Please.
So it has nothing to do
Do
with
be safe.
anyone or anything from that one.
Of
I mean,
course,
again,
Lady Grandma.
because it's written and like on my channel, you'll see references, but they have nothing to crazily do with anything here. So why is this on?
Keep an eye on him.
Can I put
Go.
closed captions? What are the closed
I
captions? I'm afraid of the
pray to
auto-generated
God.
closed captions.
Please. Watch over.
stand should you choose to.
Let's see.
However, should I
Let's see, why is-
you after you are
Why is saying their name so sensitive? I mean, again, listen to what they say. What does Ash say when Ava says his name? Because everyone else says his name and he has no problem with it, and he doesn't even make a big deal out of it, nor does anybody else. Even Pierce has the same reaction, but look who says the name. Like, who is saying that, you know? So let's see. Are we going to learn more about the... Wait, what? I couldn't see. Are we going to learn... I assumed that... I couldn't see that question went so fast.
Impressive.
Are we going to learn more about the demons? I mean, obviously, if you guys want to see more about this, please support the series, because I would love to... Again, I have plans for a bunch of stuff here. It just depends, like, if you guys like this, then yes, we'll continue, but we need support! Always! So be sure to check it out. It's really cool. Let's see.
It's beautiful.
How did you do...
we have to take over
Wait, what is it?
all of that?
Ear.
Why do
Shall
girls
be
have bras? I mean...
mine.
Wait, what? Wait, did I read that question right? Wait, what? Because they have got boobs and they, like, support. Like, they have a support system. Like, what?
Rise.
Wait, are you asking why
Smartest
is
of
it
them.
new to
Please.
them that they...
You know
What?
to do. I'll keep.
I'm
them
gonna leave that
calm
question
here
at
as
that.
best I can
But
my
yeah, for
grandson.
obvious reasons, and obviously you can tell that there's a different time period going on with the
Of
Deimos
course,
era,
Lady
where
Grandma.
maybe they don't have things that we do or define things the same way that we do. Because obviously the cats are the same thing. They have the same kind of thing where like cats are cats in our world, and maybe they're spirits in the Deimos world. They're different
Go.
things. So yes,
I pray
Um,
to the gods.
let's see.
Please watch over them.
Why do they have horns on their heads? Because they're
No.
Deimos. That's what? What? Who voices demons? You can find the voice actors at the in the description. There will be some times where I don't put the voice actors in until like hours later, and that's for specific series, especially Diaries. I don't want anyone to get spoiled with something, and I feel that people just immediately go to the description
not
to look and
today.
see what's gonna happen based on who is in that description. So I will like put question marks for certain people and then go change it like maybe the next day or something like that. It really depends because my schedule's so crazy. But I will put I usually put the voice actors in the descriptions, but then I'll put like question marks next to them, or I won't put them in the description at all, just depending on, because again, I've looked at forums, I looked at other stuff, and I see that's how people get their information. So I'm like, okay, cool, not gonna do that for right now. We'll put that in later. So that's more so practice to prevent spoilers and yeah, that kind of stuff. Let's see. What do female demons wear instead of bras, corsets? I mean, if you look at Lady Beast, you probably might get that idea. Like, yeah, pretty much. Like,
Hello?
other, like, things.
Oh, it's you,
let's see.
Lorelai.
Why do they think Ava's bra is her
Anyone
source
who's
of
excited to
power?
get a phone
Because if
call
you
at
remember in the
7
first
a.m.
episode, they find a
morning.
magazine where they see, like, what they interpret as fighting and stuff like that.
Yes, I know.
Again, you have to
Something.
really look at the
But
episodes and
I've
watch
got a
what's
job to do
happening.
today.
Because I've been trying to write more so, like, weave things in. I don't know if it's doing... It's more so, like,
Said I have a job
look at what's
to do.
happening,
I'm
not as,
interested in
like...
going to an anime
yeah,
convention on
that's
such a
pretty much
stressful
it.
Day.
Let's see. What's my favorite episode?
I don't care if it's
don't
just down the
know.
street.
I don't know yet. I have no idea what my favorite episode is.
Lorelai, I know I'm
Um,
boring, but you're annoying, so even.
Probably
Nothing.
3
nothing.
for now. I'm not
I
sure.
was just
Don't you
talking
dare
to
talk
my
about the Mother Tree in my chat. Get out of here. Let's see.
I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Let's see.
It's too early to deal with life.
I'm looking at the chat for the. Oh shoot, we're about to start. The show is about to start in 5 minutes. For Minor Demons episode 6. If you guys want to go check it out, link should be in the description. If not, I will spam it in a second, or ask Jason to spam it real fast.
Good thing my
Let's
interview
see.
is at the grocery store.
Why? Who was the
Here,
grand?
one
I saw
second.
something about grandma. I could not see that question go by. It went so fast.
I'll get you 2 bags of yum yum.
Um,
Run it again, okay?
Let's see. How's Jason doing? He's doing really good, actually.
Okay,
Really, really
now
good.
I really gotta get moving. Johnny, just
Why is Ava still alive? Because they've said it so many times.
Healthy.
I'm probably not gonna answer questions where the answer is there, but you gotta look for it. But I'll be like, that answer is there. You'll see it. I like the idea of
Hey.
like
Ava.
really trying to go into
I'm here to
more
collect
stuff
rent and-
with
Why
dialogue.
is it
So
that
I've
I'm
been
the
saying that
only
a lot.
tenant who personally asked for rent?
I swear,
I-
get that mother tree out of my chat. I swear to God, we're not talking about the mother tree right now.
You know, there
Oh
are
my
other
God.
ways to make friends without
We're not
coming
talking
off
about the
as
mother tree
creepy,
right now.
right?
Stop it. Oh my God. Let me see.
I'm not.
How old is Ava? She's definitely past high school age, so she's old enough to be living on her own,
Ugh,
basically.
darn it, it's trash
Sort
day.
of living on her own.
Hey.
She obviously has a hard time with rent, so technically she shouldn't be cursing, but I guess nobody else lives with her, so she's just kind of like,
Trash.
ever, you know?
But. she still
Let's
talks to me.
see. What is the mother tree? I swear. My God.
So this is Eve.
My God. I am so glad that we're about to go and watch Minor Demons
What's wrong?
episode 6. Okay?
Hang on.
Alright. Do I like broccoli? Who asked that question?
3 minutes.
They asked if I like
I
broccoli.
didn't expect
You
the
hate broccoli.
environment to affect us
She
so
hates
much.
all vegetables. She tells everyone to eat their vegetables, but she hates vegetables.
Look. I like broccoli when it's sauteed in soy sauce.
Yes, and
Or-
like maple syrup
No,
and like
that's
M&Ms.
not-
The expect is where
No,
I'm
I like.
Dipped in chocolate, chocolate-covered broccoli. But you eat the chocolate, you leave the broccoli.
Look. As long as we just,
Aren't that
I
smart,
just
Molly?
have to
There's no
pretend I
way.
like the vegetables around the kids, and then they'll grow up fine. I will grow up terrible because I still like the
It's
vegetables.
heavy.
I love vegetables, guys. You should eat your vegetables.
You got a minute and a half. 2 minutes. 2.5 minutes.
Okay, alright, so we're gonna stop this episode 1 review, which technically wasn't an episode 1 review, it's just playing in the background. I've been exposed! Look. I like vegetables, I just know that I have to eat them in front of the little ones to make sure that, you know, that they're healthy, because you should eat your vegetables. I do eat my vegetables, but I have a hard time with it because I cry and I don't know why I don't like. Okay, look, I grew up pretty much on McDonald's. Okay, I am a terrible person. All right. Am I hydrated? I definitely need to be hydrated after I just got exposed like that. I cannot believe he came in here. Stop it with the broccoli. I swear to God. But yeah, so I do eat broccoli. But yes, sorry. Look, if it's sauteed in like miso soup or soy sauce or something, I will eat it. If it's just raw and stanky, I don't want that broccoli, okay? You eat your vegetables. Alright guys, Minor Demons episode 6 over there. Ignore me. I eat my vegetables. You can't prove otherwise, okay? If I eat a vegetable, then I obviously do it. Alright, gotta go. Bye. My freaking God, I was